Decision Desk HQ.
All right, Decision Desk HQ now projecting Democrat Jay Jones will win the race for Virginia Attorney General, defeating the incumbent Attorney General in Virginia. And you can see it is a very close race still, but a lot of the vote that is out is in the Northern Virginia suburbs. Those are heavily Democratic suburbs, so that margin, that 2% margin, expected to expand. This shows significant because of the October surprise involving Jay Jones, which were his text messages that talked about killing the Speaker of the House in Virginia and hoping the Speaker of the House's children died in their mother's arms. And still, he has won to be the Attorney General. In terms of, Chris Cuomo, things you often talk about, that tribal politics exist, and you think about, especially those Northern Virginia suburbs, so many people right now very angry at Republicans over the government shutdown, rightly or wrongly. So many people who were fired in DOJ that are government contractors or government employees. Right. You're seeing those numbers really get run up in the Northern Virginia suburbs.
I think it's the yeah but that we were talking about before. But I do think we got to take another step down this road, okay? Because when we were talking about Jay Jones earlier, I agree with you that his texts were about some of the most vulgar, raw things I've seen. I got a number of people who are very active on the left and part of this emerging movement say, will you stop agreeing with him? He was just saying stuff. He's young. It was dumb. And it's okay to be angry about what's happening in this country right now. And you don't seem to get that. Now, I would fight that point all day long about how you express your anger, what's okay, what isn't. They were private messages, they were public messages. I could go through all those things. But maybe you need to examine it in terms of what matters to the group he's trying to get votes from. And maybe they don't care about how much you hate what they see as hateful in this country.
Or maybe they accept it as apology. I don't know. I don't, you know.
I don't want to say that Jay Jones, I guess now we can call him the Attorney General-elect of the Commonwealth of Virginia, is a factotum, an empty suit, but it's pretty close. He's a Nepo baby, a guy whose dad was this towering figure in Virginia politics, civil rights era guy, this big deal. And Jay Jones had an unremarkable legislative career, got into the House of Delegates, gave up the seat to run for Attorney General and lost. He was out of the Attorney Generalship when he sent these texts. And these texts were not like fantasy texts about, I wish I could kill these people. He was torturing a former Republican House of Delegates member. She said, please, Jay, stop. And he's like, you know, the funny joke about you put, you know, Pol Pot and Stalin or whatever, and who gets the bullets? It's always blah, 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 blah. So I don't disagree with anything that you guys are saying, but I would just say, I don't think people in Virginia care about Jay Jones very much. I don't think that they probably thought about him very much.
They were just voting for a Democrat.
Right, they were picking that team over that team.
But I still think it takes us to the same place. Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.